Hey, it's time for Financial Focus. Analyst Steve Budin is here on this Monday with several topics. And the first one, something that everyone's talking about, the latest tariff drama. Stock market down big today after President Trump threatens more tariffs. And this affects us here in Vegas and obviously people all around.
Yeah, and it's the old negotiating tactic. You know, they say a deal is never a deal until one party walks away at least once. We'll see if this is negotiating 101 or if he really, intends to take this, to the finish line. But this is real important, especially here in Vegas, where, we have casinos over in China and Macau. How much hardball the U.S. administration plays is anybody's guess.
Yeah, and as far as like Las Vegas, obviously, when you talk about that, I mean, the trickle down affects basically our whole city, right?
It does, and the Chinese government, can pull the rug out anytime they want. It's a communist dictatorial system, and if they want to close those casinos, they could. Not that I don't think they will. I think cooler heads will prevail, but the uncertainty is what's hovering over the markets right now, and nobody really knows how this will play out and how long it'll take. Ultimately, I think they'll have a deal. This is, I think, just some posturing, but whether it's a week, 6 months, or a year is really anybody's guess.
Okay. Let's talk the jobs report. Obviously, latest numbers out, and you're saying you're going to share some industries that are pretty hot right now, right?
Yeah, and this gets back, I've been doing these reports every quarter, and the openings really haven't changed. What's nice is the unemployment rate really is at a multi-decade low, and you see the number here, over 200,000 jobs. But the concern I have is the participation rate, the number of people working, is still staying relatively flat. So the unemployment rate goes down because a lot of people are leaving the workforce. But the same industries, computers, healthcare, education, those still remain the top three industries for folks to get jobs. And I don't see that stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, obviously, when we talk about, we always hear the job markets, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot, but then there's always little things that you look at and you say, okay, this is working, this is hot, this is where people are moving. So interesting stuff. Okay, let's talk about personal interest payments. You were saying that they're up. People are paying more in interest than ever, and this is not good.
No, this is definitely one of the red flags we need to keep an eye on. As good as the economy is doing, there's still an underlying concern I have. Up 15%. So the average person who has debt payments is now paying 15% more than they were before. And the concern I have is that interest rates right now are still historically low. As those interest rates begin to rise, how people service this debt and continue to pay it becomes a concern of mine, because you're out consuming, doing different things, but if your debt payments go up, you may not be able to buy the next thing, and that could impact the overall economy. So I always say that, there's good debt and there's bad debt, and the amount of bad debt in this country, people just using it to consume, keeps going up. And that's something we need to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and sometimes people just do it and they don't pay attention that things are going up. It's like, oh, wait.
No, you got the credit card in your hand, it's easy to zip through, and then you forget you have to pay that afterwards, right?
You don't look at that line.
That's right.
All right, thanks so much, Steve,
Sure.
with Financial Focus. We'll see you back here next Monday. Have a great day, everyone.